lately is talking about having a superpower.
They want to have the ability to fly, or strength of 1,000 men.
Or even the ability to beam themselves from one place to another.
We'd like a superpower too.
But ours is simple.
We don't need to fly over tall buildings or throw raging fireballs at evil villains.
No, not interested in any of that.
We're just normal kids, and we like to stay normal.
Where we could use a little help, though, is having just a little bit more time to think things through before we say or do anything.
You see, both of us are a little slow when it comes to some things.
Don't get us wrong. We're as smart as the next person.
It just takes us a little longer to think of what to say when put in an awkward situation.
Take the other day when I was picking out a cake for our friend Luann's surprise birthday party.
Wouldn't you know, Luann was walking right down the street just as Judy came out of the bakery.
Hey Judy, what's cake for?
Cake? What cake?
The one you're hiding behind your back.
Oh, this? You see, this isn't a cake.
It isn't? What is it then?
It's my science project.
Your science project.
Oh, right. That's what it is. My science project.
And you put it in a box labeled Grandma's Bakery.
I mean, it was the only box I could fit it in. Besides, why would I have a cake?
I don't know. Maybe you had it for a party?
A party? I'm not going to a party with this kid. I mean, this isn't a cake. And we're not planning a party for your... I just...
See what we mean?
I admit that was bad, but what was even worse was when Marcy got all tongue-tied when a boy she liked tried to talk to her.
Hey Marcy, what's up?
What's up? Nothing. Not nothing, but...
Hi Ryan, I saw you make the winning touchdown at the game the other night. It was so exciting. You saw that, huh? Were you there too, Marcy?
What? No. Yeah, I was there. I saw...
Come on Ryan, let's go have lunch and you can tell me all about it. Sure. You know, Katie, I never knew you were so interested in football.
What's up? All he said was, what's up? And Marcy starts stuttering like a dumbbell.
And there was that Jeopardy contest you were competing in. Remember, Judy?
How could I forget? It was a disaster.
And now for 200 in the red-hot category. This molten liquid flowed down Mount Vesuvius to destroy the ancient Roman city of Pompeii.
Bzz.
Judy, you were the first to buzz on this one.
What is...
Sorry, Judy, time's up. Anyone?
What is lava?
Correct! That very good, Avery.
That was actually a very easy one. Everybody knows about Pompeii.
Well, maybe not everyone. What category would you like to choose from next, Avery?
What's in a bird for 200, please?
What's in a bird? Good choice. Found on the pin worn by Katniss Everdeen, this bird is the title of the final book in a trilogy written by Suzanne Collins. Judy?
What is...
What is Mockingjay?
Correct! You know your Hunger Games, Lauren.
I've read every book and seen every movie.
Goodness, no wonder you knew the answer to that one. What category would you like to choose from next?
Sweets for the sweet, please, for 500.
Sweets for the sweet it is. The ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter, commonly approximated as 3.14159.
What is pi?
Correct! We've got a mathematician here. Now it is time for double jeopardy. We go into it with Avery leading with 1,200, Lauren in second with 800, and Judy trailing behind with, 0.
That game was so frustrating. I knew the answers were deep down inside my brain, but I just couldn't pull them out in time. I never can. I always think of what to say 5 minutes too late.
I know the feeling.
Why couldn't you come with us? You promised to go 3 days ago. Can you explain what you're doing here? Come on, Marie. What's the matter with you? You look like a deer in the headlights.
to untie my tongue when Ryan comes around.
Time to think of an answer to a question. I'd like to have the power to call a timeout so I can take a minute to figure things out.
It really would be nice, there isn't any doubt, to have the power to shout time out.
When life's too busy for anyone to
Time out! It would be awesome if only you could call a time out. When it's too darn hard to think of what to say, you would know there's always a way.
when the timeout.
I'd like to have the power to call a time out so I can take a minute to figure things out. It really would be nice, there isn't any doubt, to have the power to shout time out. When you're too slow to get up and go, time out. You wouldn't worry because you know you've got a time out. When you're searching for the words to make a clever comeback, a timeout will assist you with that. Call a timeout. I'd like to have the power to call a timeout so I can take a minute to figure things out. It really would be nice, there isn't any doubt, to have the power to shout time out. When life's too busy for anyone's good, time out. When it's too hard to know what to say, time out. When you're searching for the words to make a clever comeback, a timeout will assist you with that. Call a timeout. I want a timeout. I'd like to have the power to call a timeout so I can take a minute to figure things out. It really would be nice, there isn't any doubt, to have the power to shout.
I want to shout it right out.
They like the